and what also gave us the ability to make an offer quickly and confidently. I'm also going to share the spreadsheet that's linked down below with you so that you can figure out and calculate your next flip quickly. All right, what's up, you guys, and welcome to Investing with the Baldovinos. My name is Josh, and on this channel, we are documenting our journey in real estate investing. So if you want to follow along, make sure to subscribe. And today we're talking about how we locked up our first flip in under an hour. Also, this video is sponsored by Rentometer, but more on them later. The first thing what I'll say is speed kills all deals. And yes, it gets easier as you develop your relationship with your agent, with wholesalers, with your network. Now, the first tip off the gate is your network is extremely important. And the next thing is with your network, make sure that you are making decisions about whatever they're sending you as educated and as quickly as possible. So the story time is our agent sent us over a potential flip property that he was actually also the seller agent for. And so this was somewhat of a pocket listing, but he did put on the MLS and said, hey, this could be a good fit. We've done 5 deals with him in the past year. And so he knew exactly what we were looking for. He knew our funding sources, all of that good stuff. He knew that we were good buyers. The last thing to note about that is that I know it is impossible to understand the full story, but just make sure that you're able to try and get as much information as possible and then move. On this video, I'm showing you how we're able to calculate and understand how much we could potentially make from a flip, and what also gave us the ability to make an offer quickly and confidently. Share the spreadsheet that's linked down below with you so that you can figure out and calculate your next flip quickly. Okay, so this is the spreadsheet here. Made it very simple. The goal is, can we get to a place where we can get an offer and or lock it up under contract before being able to do some due diligence? As an out-of-state investor myself, I always make sure that we have the inspection contingency in there. That way we have 7 to 10 days for us to do some fact finding and our due diligence. But for now, the goal is, hey, can we lock this up quickly? The property was listed at $85,000. And if you need to figure out what the ARV or after repair value is, I have another video that breaks that down, linked down below. But for now, the real quick thing is, one, I asked the agent what he thought. I ran ARV quickly. And in this case, we thought that the ARV would be about $250,000. Now, for the rehab amount, ask your agent. Hopefully they're investor friendly and they're able to ballpark for you. And then the next thing you should do, right, is as you're doing your due diligence, pay 3 contractors to walk the property and give you a bid of what they think it would cost to hit your ARV. Spend the money. If you're going to spend who knows what on this project, spend a couple $100 just to make sure that your bids are as close to as realistic as possible. But I will say, you don't always have the luxury when you're in the quick offer stages. If they're trying to lock it up within 24 hours, sometimes you can't get a contractor out there. So we said, hey, what happens if we had to spend $100,000 on rehab? This was a complete gut job, by the way. Off the bat, right, if we had the cash ourselves, we would buy it for 85, put it 100 into rehab. And then if it sold for 250, right, we could potentially make $40,000-ish. The next question that I get or I try and figure out is, okay, how are we going to fund this deal? And there are so many different funding sources that you can pick from. If you have your own cash, you can do that. But you can also potentially borrow the money either from yourself in a HELOC with a bank. You can use hard money loans. You can use private lenders. You can partner with someone. You can get business credit. There's, I don't know, so many different ways. What I did is I did put an interest inside here. So for this example, we are using private lender and we're giving them 10% annualized. Oh, not 1,000%. That'd be crazy, huh? Who wants that? Sign them down below. And we're just going to say, for worst case scenario, the project takes 8 months. I don't think it's going to take that long, but it's better to just overestimate than not, right? So now at this point, it says, hey, that we're going to give someone, they're going to lend us the entire purchase price plus rehab at $185,000. We're going to give them, after 8 months, 12 grand, basically. And from here, our profit is $27,000. Now, is that worth the work for you? That's when you determine, hey, I don't know if there's enough spread there. What if rehab's more? What if it's less? At this point, the property was listed at $85,000. And I said, I would want a little bit more spread there. Could we get it locked up for $75,000 and make almost $40,000? Now that looks more enticing to me. And that's exactly what we did. I used this profit calculator and I said to my agent, hey, we really like this deal, but one, If rehab's a little bit more than $100,000, then we're not making that much spread. The second thing is we just want to make more money. We have private lenders in place. We can go ahead and get this locked up quickly, but I want this at 75. And he contacted the seller, and he knew that we were strong buyers because we've done deals with him before. So he got it locked up for us at $75,000. And so now we have a flip project. Okay, so real quick, let's pause. And can I say thank you to our sponsor of this video, my first sponsor ever, and that's Rentometer. If you didn't want to flip this property and say you wanted to keep it for a rental, Rentometer makes it super easy to figure out how much this property could rent for. All you have to do is copy the address and put it into their system, press enter, and it'll tell you exactly how much it can rent for. So if you want to avoid the capital gains of the flip, and instead you want to rent it out for maybe, additional tax benefits, then make sure you check out Rentometer. If you click the link down below, you'll get an extended free trial. And big thank you to Rentometer for being my first channel sponsor. Now guys, back to the video. Some things about this calculator, just so you understand. And I tried to make it as simple as possible because again, the goal is, can you make a decision fast? Someone texts you about an offer. Can you find ARV? Can you figure out, what potential lending sources you have? And then just do some quick calculations and be able to get an answer for them as fast as possible. Because again, speed kills all deals. So if rehab ends up being $120,000, I'm profiting $17,000. Is that worth it for you? I don't know. That's your decision to make, but at least you can see. Say, for example, it was listed at $100,000. Whoopsies, need one more zero there. Then you're losing 10 grand, and that's no deal. You walk away. Sorry, agent, wholesaler, there's not enough spread for me. The last things that are kind of baked into this. So your interest gets pulled from this side over here. Your total loan amount is, I just did this based off of what your purchase, your rehab, and your interest is. Again, this is very simple, complicated calculations. Again, speed. Real quick, if you're enjoying this video, can you just comment below? Speed. I want to know if you got to this point. I want to know if you find this valuable. And it's fun for me. And everyone's like, why are you commenting speed down below? Anyways, back to this. Okay. The next thing, I made some assumptions here. And yes, again, assumptions as close to it as possible. If I can get 90% of the information in 30 minutes and then work on a week to get the rest, then that's what I know. So from here, I said, okay, let's just say it's $300 a month in holding costs. That means your property taxes, your insurance, and utilities. Again, this is going to vary depending on your area. If your property taxes are expensive, I'd bump that up a little bit more. Maybe change this to like $350 a month. I don't know, $400 a month. Or maybe your insurance is crazy. I'm not sure. But that's my quick assumptions. And then actually, I'm going to change this. This is just holding costs, period. Because this is then multiplying by the amount of months that you expect the project to go for. And then your closing costs are things that you can't avoid. So that's your title fees, your agent commissions, your city, county, all the other fluff things that end up in your closing HUDs that you don't know. The quick assumption is 9% of the total sale amount at the very end. That's how much you're going to put inside there. And so once you have these inputs all set, you can then figure out how much money you're going to make. And it's fast. It's simple. You can make an offer. You can give it to your agent, to the wholesaler. I mean, I don't know if I would give this to them, but if you're working with your agent and you want to be transparent, this is what I do. And that way they know, like, okay, they really have to be here because of this. Okay. Overall, again, I hope that you guys found value from this. These calculators, these quick templates are honestly what has been making figuring out and identifying deals much easier. Take this, run with it, develop it for yourself, and analyze more deals. The more things, the more deals you practice, the better you'll get. Again, if you want to figure out how to calculate ARV, that's also linked down below. If you want to figure out, hey, could I rent this out and also make this a BRRRR instead? Make sure to check out Rentometer. Again, thank you for sponsoring our channel. And if you found this helpful at all, make sure to share this with anybody else you think would find value of it. These take a long time to make. The spreadsheets take a while. This video takes a while, all that. If you want to help me out and you just want to say thank you, please just give a like. It really helps the algorithm. It gives me a little butterflies inside because you're helping me out. And also make sure to subscribe. Thank you all so much. And I will see you guys on the next one.